Well, we're here at the KPMG eGaming Summit, and a lot of talk is going on about consumers and their rights, and we've done Gamble Aware. Jason, you're from Wiggin, a big lawyers firm in London, but you're talking about the consumer as well in your keynote speech.
Yeah, the gambling operators who are licensed here in the Isle of Man, the people who we represent, are suffering a huge amount of political and press hostility at the moment based upon ways they treat the consumer. What a lot of this conference is about is examining how much of that is justified and to the extent it is justified, what it is the industry might do about that.
Okay, so what could the industry do about it?
Well, the answer is the industry is doing probably 90% of what the industry is meant to do already. I mean, the industry or the operators licensed here in the Isle of Man or in England are subject to enormously stringent rules. Most of them already expend a huge amount of money in compliance. And, one of the interesting problems that we have with this is working out how much of this criticism is actually justified, because most of it appears to be based upon a real ignorance of what the operators already do.
It's got a taint though, hasn't it? The whole industry does have that. It's not quite okay, it's just a bit grubby, would you?
Well, for hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of years, the ruling class decided that gambling was a vice, and it went along with extramarital sex and, drinking too much. No, it was a vice, or at least it was something that the ruling class were allowed to do, but they didn't like poor people doing it because, of course, the poor people couldn't afford it. Then under the Blair government, Tessa Jowell and the Blair government said, look, let's take away that taboo, let's make it into a properly regulated leisure industry like any other, and if people want to gamble, they can gamble. If people want to drink, they can drink. Now the wheel has gone full circle, and we see people like the Daily Mail and the Times and the Guardian complaining about gambling, mostly because people do it who the middle class journalists don't think should be doing it because they think they can't afford it. And so the wheel has gone right back full circle. It's a purely moral argument.
Fascinating. I'm sure we're going to have an interesting conversation with the people on that. What do you think? The Isle of Man being the centre?
The Isle of Man is absolutely fantastic. I'm full of admiration what the government here has done to make the Isle of Man into a business-friendly destination, not just for gambling companies, but for a whole swathe of technological, IP, entrepreneurial companies. And I have a lot of clients who are doing very, very, very well, and that is very, very largely attributable to the welcome they've had from the Isle of Man government, the entrepreneur-friendly atmosphere you have here, and also you have a very, very high-quality gambling regulator with some very, very commercial, sensible people running it.